The first thing Rosie felt was the sting of rough rope cutting into her wrist. She had been dragged into a dim shack at the edge of the prairie. Her hair was tangled with dust. Her dress was torn and smeared with mud. The man in front of her was Clay Mercer, a tall figure with a crooked smile and eyes that burned with cruelty. On the table between them lay a sheet of paper with a forged seal. Clay slammed his hand down on it and barked. "Sign this and your suffering ends." Rosie shook her head. Her lips trembled, but no sound came out at first. When she finally found her voice, it was a whisper. "I will not." Clay leaned closer. His breath reeked of whiskey and smoke. "You think you have a choice, girl?" He lifted a branding iron from the fire and let the glowing tip hover inches from her skin. Rosie recoiled in terror. The smell of burning metal filled her nose and she whimpered. Her arms were bound tight behind her back. The chair under her creaked as she struggled. Clay grinned with satisfaction. "You sign or you hang." He shoved the paper against her chest and pressed the hot iron against the wood beside her head. Sparks flew. Rosie flinched. Tears streaked her dirt-covered face. She prayed for someone to hear her. No one came. With a violent jerk, Clay dragged her out of the shack. The prairie sun hit her eyes like ore. The dry wind tore her dress as he marched her to a solitary tree. He tossed a coil of rope over a branch and pulled her upright. The coarse fibers bit into her waist as he bound her arms tight against her body. Her bare feet left the ground. She hung in the blazing light, swaying like a broken doll. Clay stepped back and admired his work. "This is justice for a girl who dares defy me." Rosie gasped for air. The rope constricted with every shallow breath. Her shoulders screamed with pain. A sharp bruise was already forming where the cord cut into her skin. Her mind spun. Her heart pounded. Every second felt like the end. She thought of the family she had lost. She thought of the life she might never live. The world blurred into heat and fear. Clay circled her like a vulture. "You will sign when you cannot stand the agony any longer." Her voice cracked as she cried out, "Please." Her body twisted helplessly in the wind. The prairie stretched endlessly around her. No town, no lawman, no friend to come. Only the sound of the rope groaning above her head and the cruel laugh of her captor. At that moment, Rosie felt smaller than she had ever been. Her dignity stripped, her hope fading, her voice almost gone. And yet she whispered into the emptiness, "I will give you everything. Just let me live." Her words vanished on the wind, but something deep inside told her she was not finished. Her story could not end on this tree. But if no one came, who would ever know the truth? Who would dare to face Clay Mercer and pull her down before it was too late? And if that someone came, would he risk his own soul for a broken girl? Or would he leave